in hindsight, this one might actually be a little bit too hardcore. I'm back today to do another cookbook haul. I have done a couple of these in the past, perhaps only one. I'm not sure. I know I've definitely done this before. I have bought myself some new cookbooks. There are 4 here, and 2 of them I've already used. 2 of them I just picked up within the last couple of days, within the last week, so I haven't actually used them yet, but I'm still excited by them. So I am going to talk about the 4 cookbooks that I picked up. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is this one, Raw is More. Now this is obviously a raw cookbook. Now I'm not on any sort of particular raw diet, but I do like to chop and change what I eat, which if you've watched many of my videos you've possibly seen the non-vegan tries vegan cookbooks. Those vegan cookbooks are still some of my favourite cookbooks that I have, but I'm not actually vegan myself. So I saw this in TK Maxx. All of these are from TK Maxx, but I saw this in TK Maxx for $4.99. It's supposed to be $14.99, so I had to pick it up because it had some really nice looking salads and things in it, and I do really love a good salad in the summer months, even though the summer has been absolutely appalling. I think it's pretty much rained near enough every single day. What can you do? So some of the meals that I've been enjoying out of this cookbook are the likes of Turkish tomato salad, which you can see there. It's just a really nice dish to accompany other dishes, and that's kind of how I like to eat. I like to make different dishes and put them all together and then let people pick themselves what they're going to eat or serve up as much as they like, because there's nothing worse than having a great big pile of something on your plate that you don't particularly like and then watch other people eating the bits that you want and they're not really eating it. Does that make sense? So I do like to make a lot of different side dishes, and so I thought this book would be brilliant for that, help me come up with different sides and things. Upon sort of bringing this book home and really studying all of the recipes, this book might be a little bit hardcore for me. For example, one of the recipes is a seaweed salad, and it says that you can add sliced jellyfish to it if you fancy. Some of these I'm not really down with. I do like the raw salad, but I'm not too certain I want to be eating raw jellyfish or raw duck or whatever. But the salads in this are pretty nice, if the meat meals are a little bit somewhat scary. The next book that I've bought and really been enjoying is this one, Meat Free Monday, and although it says Meat Free Monday, I have been using it on sort of consecutively, so maybe I'll have like a meat free week or 2 or 3 meat free weeks. And this book just has some really nice recipes, and there is a recipe for every Monday in the year in here, so you've got a nice mix of autumnal meals, winter meals, spring meals, summer meals. I'm sure you get where I'm going with this, but I mean you can mix them and match them and do whatever you like with them really. Once you into cooking you can do whatever you fancy, but this is a really good starting place if you're thinking of perhaps going meat free and you want a little tester and you're not quite sure what to make if you're not used to vegetarian cooking, which a couple of years ago when I didn't really know much about vegetarian cooking, it can be a little bit of a challenge to get your head around what to eat, especially when it's so ingrained into you that you have to have meat or fish with every single meal. That's the way I was brought up. You have to have sort of meat or fish or cheese or something with every single meal, when that is not the case. I go through a lot of the time where I don't have any of that on any meals, and yeah, so this is a really good starting place if you're thinking of going meat free. The next book that I've got is this one, The Bountiful Kitchen, and this is delicious ideas to turn one dish into 2. Now I'm all about trying to be frugal and save money here, there and everywhere, and so this really spoke to me. It is a cookbook where you can use your leftovers the next day and make an equally delicious meal. Now I do often use my leftovers anyway, so it's not really a huge stretch of the imagination for me to jump into that, but you know me, I can't resist a book, especially not a cookbook, and I'm hoping that I'll get some different recipes that I've not tried before, and some of it looks absolutely delicious. There's some really gorgeous pictures in here. I'm just going to jump to a page. This is spring vegetable and ricotta salad. I'm really into food presentation, and a lot of the way these meals are put together look like something I would do myself, and so it just sort of drew me in because it looks like something I'm comfortable with cooking. So I will be trying this from next month, and the reason from next month and not in the next couple of days is because I do a meal plan every month. So I start at the beginning of the month, I use all my cookbooks and I plan my evening meal all the way through the month, and I'll just sort of have snacky lunches and things, but my dinner's always something that I've put together with some thought. So I will be using these in my next meal plans. And the final book that I grabbed is this one, Itsu 20-Minute Suppers. I have another Itsu cookbook, and I really like the style of the food in the Itsu cookbook. And like I say, I've not tried this one yet either. This one's another new purchase that I'm going to be trying within the next month. And there are a lot of really nice meals in here, like smoked mackerel, teriyaki and egg fried rice. Sounds interesting. I tend to find a lot of the Itsu meals quite healthy, and they just leave you feeling quite nice about yourself after you've eaten them. And again, it's sort of experimenting just outside of my usual range because it's a bit of Japanese style food, and I haven't cooked a lot of Japanese style foods, so I'm excited to give that one a go, as I do really love my other Itsu cookbook. That's the 4 cookbooks that I have picked up lately, and I'm going to be using them. 2 of them I have used, 2 of them I haven't. And I hope you enjoyed watching this. I know it's not exactly the same as a sort of a fiction book or a non-fiction book because they're cookbooks. So yeah, I hope some of you enjoy cooking also, and if you've tried any of these cookbooks, as always, let me know. And feel free to find me on Twitter, because I usually respond much quicker on Twitter than I do to my YouTube channel. For some reason I don't really get notifications that I've had a YouTube comment. I have to wait until I check my emails, whereas I get a lot of Twitter notifications much quicker. So that's it from me, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.